French MEP Nathalie Louisseau, a former Europe minister, told Sophie Ridge on Sky News that Brussels was making unprecedented demands in gaining access to UK fisheries and trade in a shocking admission. Nathalie Louisseau said that a deal was still possible between the two sides but that Britain needed to give in to EU demands. Sky News' Sophie Ridge questioned whether the EU itself should compromise, given its hardline stance. Ms. Louisseau, a former Europe minister, hit back, claiming the UK needed to be more realistic in the post-Brexit trade talks. In a bombshell admission, the French MEP, who is a senior ally of French President Emmanuel Macron, said Brussels was making unprecedented demands in the talks. This comes after the UK's fishing industry accused the EU of using a nuclear option to secure a Brexit deal, warning that it is prepared for blockades by the French if trade talks collapse. Sophie Ridge asked Ms. Louisseau, "The EU is taking quite a hard-line stance. They want to maintain existing access on fishing, they are asking the UK to sign up to unprecedented commitment on regulations and standards. Compromise needs to come from the EU as well, doesn't it?" The French MEP responded, "We signed that we were both interested in high environmental and labour standards. We have to translate that into a legal text, we cannot live with just words, and people telling us to trust them. Write it down. That is where the problem lies." She also hit out at Britain for distancing itself from the agreed withdrawal text. Earlier this week, EU negotiator Michel Barnier accused the UK of backtracking on its commitments. Ms. Louisseau continued, "When you talk about unprecedented provisions, the UK is not Japan, the UK is not Canada. The British negotiators are asking for provisions that have never been in a trade agreement that the EU has signed with another partner. We are building something new, but we have to protect our interests. We can't let our economies and businesses suffer because of Brexit, especially at this times of pandemic and economic crisis. It is unprecedented, but we have to protect what we stand for and what we believe in, and at the end of the day, never ask the EU negotiator not to protect European interests, it is obvious."